Good YouTubing, everybody. Thanks for stopping by and checking out this review. And as always, we like to thank our viewers and our subscribers, because without you, we're not us. So let's talk about Marvel Legends series Ultimate Iron Man from the mini comic series. This is available at places like HASBRO Pulse or Big Bad Toy Store. Guys, let me know something in the comments. Are you a fan of this Iron Man or not? Let us know. But right now, let's roll him off the stand and let's get started. Okay, for the packaging, this is pretty basic. It's your one and done box. The reason why I say one and done, because once you cut it open, it's done. There's no real way you can open it. You can't slit the plastic open. You can't break through the back of the cardboard. It's just one of those packagings that's either just for collecting or destroying. So the package itself, you see it says Marvel Legends series right there in the top corner, Ultimate Iron Man in the middle on top. You do have some artwork in the background. You can see the accessory and the action figure in the bubble with Ultimate Iron Man, and it shows a little bit of wording at the bottom with comic accessories, right? Okay, and you see the mini comic book there, which is pretty awesome. But flip it over to the back side. You have your collection, which is 6 of them. And it's just pretty basic. There's some sayings there. You can pause that, read it if you like. But that will do it for the packaging. Okay, so let's go ahead and give them a measure. We'll start in the inches. Inches, right at 6.5 inches. And on the centimeter side, he'll be right at 16.5 centimeters. That's where he's at, and that's where he's standing. Okay, so let's scale him up. We'll go ahead and throw Banshee on there, just because he's on the same line. There he is. And we'll throw Spider-Man in. Oh, Maguire, little Toby. Okay, you see the size. They don't look bad. We know Tobey Maguire, he's a little guy. The Iron Man and Banshee are on the same line, so the scale should fit well. And you can see Darkseid in the back, not bad at all, so that works just fine to me. Not bad. You get the idea though. Okay. Okay, so let's take a look at the appearance. All right, you see the photo coming up there? It's coming. That's the only photo I wanted to get that looks more like the figure in the right here. So I got this photo. This is what I'm comparing it to. I know there's other photos, but this is what I want to do it to. And just let me know what you think. Here we are, pictures up. Okay, we'll start with the head. You see how he has that kind of round, pointy, spaceship looking head, right? That's what it looks like to me. You see the gold face and the eyes, right? That looks just like the picture does. Then you have your energy here in the center, and then on the part right by the chest. You see that in the photo as well. And of course, he does have his shoulders right there, the armor. That's the same as the photo. And then all silver where the mechanics are, which is a nice job on here. So you're looking at the paint on all of this. It looks good. Nothing run off, nothing that's blotted. There's no spots that are smushed together from not letting it dry. And there you go, is your gold too. I just missed there. You see the gold? That's the same as the photo. Let's look at the back. You're gonna have your energy effects there as well in blue. And then your chrome touching here with the red, and the red on the shoulder pads plus the chrome there, halfway mark, right? You see that? Looking at the gauntlets, I can see them there on the photo. I can't tell if he does have the gold right on his top of his arm there by his cannon. Right? That's the cannon right there, right? Okay. There we are. And you look at the middle of the figure, he has that ruffling where he has all the play, just like you see in the comics, right? Okay, so it's looking good so far. Legs are coming around with that chrome touch, that shine. Do like that. The photo looks like it's some more smoke without the shine. Okay, and there goes your reds on the knee and the shin. That looks like it's doing pretty well. And then the feet, of course, have that ninja foot look in red. Okay, back of the feet, not bad at all, just plain chrome. Okay, and then you see your hands there, your punch hands are pretty basic, nothing new there. just like the comics, right? It don't look exactly like the picture, but it's very, very close to me. Let me know what you think, guys. And that'll do it for the appearance. Okay, so let's take a look at the accessories. You will be getting an extra pair of hands that are open, where you can hold the comic book on both hands. Then you'll get an extra pair of open hands, right? And of course, the mini comic book itself. And that's it. I think it should have a little more. Maybe some blast effects, because you do have peg system in the hand for blast effects. Why not add that to it? I'm sure he had it in the comics. So let's go ahead and take a look at them. First, we'll start looking at his punch hands. You see his punch hands there? They come on the figure itself anyway. Let's go ahead and take a look at them closely. Even though we just took a look at the appearance, let's go ahead and look at them anyway. Okay, put the lighting there. We got our light. Okay, there you have it. Punch hands, right? They are very easily rotation. I do like that. And they do have nice smooth latches. So we'll see that in the articulation, how smooth that is, but it looks really good. Blends in well. Blackish chrome, grayish chrome color, shiny, looks good. You see the punch hands, nothing to them. Okay, set them down. Let's go for the hands that are open, that can actually hold the comic book or any other weapon at that matter. Okay, here we go. You see that he has them open there, and they don't have the holes for the blast effect on these ones. Okay, there we are. You see it there? All black, nothing really too crazy. Maybe the black and chrome is maybe covering up too much, where you can't reveal too much of his hand, but it's enough, as you can see there. It's okay. I would paint that myself in the blue color, put a little blue paint to that. That'd be nice. Paint white around it and give it that effect. Okay, there's your latch system there, and it pegs right in nicely. That's one pair. And the next pair, it does actually have holes in them, right? And as you see there, you can see that his hand sticking in his iconic motion where he does his blast effect, right? You see that. And here it is. Okay, there's your blast effect. That's iconic. You see the hands there. They look like they would even move, mechanics, but they don't. Just done very well. And then you have a peg system for a blast effect. That's right. So why even have it if you don't even have the blast effect? Nice. They might have said, hey, they don't need none, because we've given them plenty with other figures. But here we are. That's it. Latch, peg system. There you go. Nothing to it. Okay. And then you have your mini comic book, Ultimate Iron Man, #1 issue. Right. There you go. Nice artwork there. Marvel. There you go. You do have like there's staples for the paperback, right? And then Marvel Legends series on the back, right? Nothing to it. Okay, and that will do it for the accessories. Okay, let's check out the points of articulation, the POA. All right, the POA, we'll go with the head first. Head moves fairly decent because it's on a ball and socket plus a latch. You do have his armor in the way, but you can still do what you need to do and latch him up. You see the latch there, latch him down. That's all you really need with Iron Man. Latch him up just slightly in his body and you can mimic him flying. But other than that, the latch is okay. It's just that you have his armor in the back blocking that. So head movements are decent, right? Okay, shoulders. Shoulders are on the fly system there. You can see the latches that fly, they do rotate. They rotate. All right, and you do have PVC plastic shoulder armor right here. The shoulder pads are PVC plastic, so you're able to move the arms more than you normally would, right? Okay, mechanics are smooth. There's your bicep swivel. Not even putting any pressure to that. That's nice. Then your joints here are gonna be your double joints, right? And your elbows, very nice. Okay, it blends in very well. All the Iron Mans have that mechanic that makes it blend in for the joints. And then you have your rotations in your hands. They also have latches of their own because they are interchangeable. Okay, pretty basic. Then you have play in the lower sternum. And you also have rotations. Well, I would say rotations. It looks you just got a little bit of play there. It's really nothing there. It's just some kind of mechanic that lets it move a little bit. And it just goes right back in position. So not much room below below the, by the stomach there, by the waist. Okay, and the legs, they are on dumbbell joints. There's your dumbbell joints there. You can see them. Let's get, there they are. Okay, and you do have rotations in the thighs, like their thigh swivels. They are there. Just look different than the cut in the leg that you usually see, but you do have your thigh swivels there, right? Okay, double jointed knees. They are there. And there goes your mechanics. I love how they do that. It's pretty nice. Okay, nicely done there. And the feet, they have their own latches. And they do not have a pivot in the toe, just on that latch. Just the latch, okay? And that'll do it for the articulation. Okay, for the pros and cons. My cons is they don't have the blast effects. You have the hands, you have the comic book and everything, that's great. Give me some blast effects. That's my only con. The pros are, it looks good. The figure's painted well. It's pretty proportioned. Looks like the photo that I had up there. I don't have any problem with it. The articulation's pretty good and it looks great. So for me, I'll give the figure a 4 out of 5 stars. Guys, let me know what your stars are.
And you guessed it. You can get it at HASBROPulse.com. Just check out HASBROPulse.com. So what are you waiting for? Check them out. And this brings us to the end of our video. If you found the video informational or you just simply enjoyed watching, please hit the like, comment, share, and subscribe button. And as always, this has been another toy review. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.